What is going on there, gamers and game ants and everybody in between? It's your boy Black Prion, and I know it's the first time I've used that alias on this podcast. And what podcast is that? It is the Clout.WAVE, aka the Clout.EXE, aka the Bout for Clout. Still booking it, still trying to workshop that. Vince, get on the hotline, talk to me, call me, let me know when I get to fight Bobby Lashley for the WWE title. It's all about black excellence outside of Black History Month, but I'm not going to be the one that's going to be hoisting the title high. Oh, no. It's going to be my co-host to my left. The ever-dashing, the ever...
fraudulent.
That was the word I was going to use, but I was like, I want to see if we're on the same wavelength. That's how you know where I got a good podcast coming up. So that being said, how you been, man?
Oh, I'm just here for the ASMR podcast, right?
Oh. See, actually, that's over there. There's a girl selling bathwater 2 doors down. She's a cosplayer. She does this thing where she wiggles her toes on the fucking microphone.
That's the ASMR. About that anymore, though. Like, after that whole, hey, here's my bathwater, people were like, oh, no, it's infected. That was it for her,
Well, here's the thing. Like, it wasn't even infected. Like,
it was not.
She hadn't even sold it yet, and people just jumped on it, and then the hashtag ride the wave, and there you go. And then she was like, well, actually, I only sent it to one person, and that one person is so-and-so-and-so, and then so-and-so-and-so's fans were like, well, actually, it's not weird anymore, because the YouTuber I likes it. Which is really weird. Like, some of y'all really have to come to a point to where y'all start thinking for yourselves. Just because your favorite YouTuber likes something or dislikes something doesn't mean that you liking it or disliking it is wrong.
Bathwater is weird. Like, sending specifically bath water is weird. Like, if she, sent out like, oh, this is a bottle of water that I bought and, kept in my house for 2 days. Yeah, people would feel screwed over. Like, oh, well, I could have bought some stuff at Walmart myself, but it's still better than saying, oh, this is the water that, was in my bath with me.
Look, man.
2 days ago.
It's a famous comedian joke. I will drink her bath water. It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
She went to the meme school and became the meme queen for about 10 days, and here y'all are. Here y'all are, just literally sitting there.
Drinking it up.
By the milliliter, ladies and gentlemen.
World's a-changing, everybody. Just like in every Marvel movie you've ever seen, the message is the world's changing.
The world's changing. You never know who's on your side. You never know where the enemies are going to come from. But that being said, what's going on? Welcome to the show. And our first topic is going to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Related, actually. I don't know how many of you guys watched CEOTaku over the weekend, but there were plenty of anime games being played at the highest of levels. But a quick aside, nice little segue from his little Marvel segue there. Shoutouts to Adapt09, aka Darius, for taking home Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Yes, obviously Ultimate Marvel. They were not playing vanilla out there, right?
Hometown hero.
Yep, the big
VIP.
Yep, a man with almost as many names as me, but not quite. Not quite. He's working towards it, but he has more than enough W's to showcase. So that being said, round of applause for you there, brother.
Oh, yeah.
But that being said, you were not to be outshined by a random pool killer who's out here. So for those of you who don't know, and why this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Related, is there was a person who was apparently carrying the Spirit of L, which is a Destiny board card from Yu-Gi-Oh! And every time he would beat someone in pools, he would then reach into his pocket and then hand them a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card, which was the aforementioned Spirit of L, as in hold this L. And some people were like, oh my god, how could you do this? Oh my god, how could you pop off in this manner? Oh my god, you're disrespectful. And I was like, man, not too long ago, I saw a lot of these people who were championing Buffalo popping off in people's faces, yelling at them, having that hair walk a flock of flame in the distance.
Nah, man, people are championing Scar for being able to stand there and be a respectful.
Take it.
Yeah, just take it like a respectable human being and not hit that boy in the face.
I mean, I saw the YouTube comments, bro. Those were the best. He said, this man has the patience of an absolute saint and a king for not hitting this soccer mom in the face. I was like, soccer mom?
YouTube.
You're not going to call Buffalo AJ Styles. Come on now, dude. Book it, Vince. I'd pay to see that one too. With that being said, they have since squashed the beef. There are no issues. There are no qualms. It's all good in the NRS neighborhood, but we're not talking about NRS. We're talking about how dare you pull up on me with a Yu-Gi-Oh card for Spirit of L. And you saw these people on Twitter talking about, how dare you? I understand popping off, but like this, you foolish mortal, I'm calling you out. I was like cutting like wrestling promos in the 90s here again, but I don't really see what the big deal was. He was just saying, hold this L. I mean, I understand that some people take losses harder than others, and maybe it's not always the best thing to do this to strangers, but I guarantee you this person was only handing out that card to people who knew wasn't going to give him a stiff upper lip and give him the hands. He was only doing it to people who knew wasn't going to box him out.
How much did this person spend on these Yu-Gi-Oh cards though? Like how? Like you guys have a lot of copies of that one specific card, so you have to go to your local card shop, maybe multiple card shops, and buy the card over and over again, or get people to like buy it for you, give it to you, whatever. I think this may not have been just one person. It might have been like a Florida thing where like they have like their own running like joke related to the card or something, because it was mentioned during Marvel Top 8. They were trying to like show the card on stream and stuff. But yeah, I think it's like it's interesting that they would think to like, hey, get this card. Some people can handle it. Some people will be like, oh, that's really funny. We're all having fun here, games and stuff. But like, if you just lost, or you just lost a strong set to yourself, not even to your opponent. Like you fucked up, and you fucked up, and that's why you lost. You better get that card out of my face, man. Like I'm not trying to see all this. Come on,
the thing,
dude.
it's a Destiny board card, so like honestly, it's not even like expensive because it's not even the Destiny board card itself.
Yeah,
it's one of the peripherals, so like you can get those for like 10 cents a pop. So you can get about, if you wanted to get 100 of them, you just got to drop $10. It's all yours, my friend. You got it. You have it, and you're not going to pay more than 100 people in tournaments. So I mean, it's definitely cost effective to go ahead and get that.
Plus, also, certain pop-offs, like if there was a crowd of people around me, and somebody hand me this L card, and then a bunch of people like, oh shit, the L, oh fuck, oh man, that nigga suck. It was like, all right, y'all can calm down. This is funny. Okay, all right, please stop. I'm kind of like, sad right now. I just lost, like, really hard. I flew all the way over here from, it's like, let's say I came here from, like, Cali. Now, let's say I came here from out of the country for CEOTaku. I just want to play some anime games, I heard that you guys play Guilty Gear XX Accent Core?
Nah, man, hold this L real quick.
I really, what? But I just really wanted to play.
You've fallen right into my trap there, Abdul. I play Spirit Message L, even though that's a completely bastardization of the room, because you gotta play Destiny first, and then you gotta wait for the I, and you gotta wait for the N, and then you gotta wait for the A, and then you get to drop the L because Final spells it out, and then you win the game. It's a win condition. I know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So, no, even there, the context of just having that card really doesn't work. But, if you don't read it between the lines, funny joke, though.
Yeah, I mean, in all seriousness, I can see both sides of the spectrum here. People who think that it's really tasteless. People who say, how could they do something like that? Like we're just playing games. Like that's so insensitive to like do something like that. But also people who are just like, I mean, it's a joke, man. We're just laughing, having fun. Like we're just doing this for fun. Yeah, I don't think anybody meant any real harm with this whole like pop.
It wasn't like some evil concocting scheme going on in the background with the anime Illuminati talking about, all right, I'm gonna buy this card, and when that person gets sent to the loser's bracket, aka the Shadow Realm, I will disgrace their family lineage with Spirit Message L. I don't think it was going down like that. I think it was just, hey, it'd be funny? Spirit Message L. And that was probably as far as they thought it through. I don't really think it was a big deal at all. But
plus, it's it's not the weirdest thing I've seen on the main stage. It's not the weirdest thing I've seen as a pop off in the tournament set. Like you ever see somebody who really doesn't understand a pop off, like pop off after a set? Whoa. Hey guy, like put down that chair. No, don't hit your opponent. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing with that glue? Wait, no, not in
Hey,
your
look,
mouth.
look. It'll never be as bad as that one call. I think it was Call of Duty, but like their team won, and he just jumped up and just started calling them all types of slurs, and everybody was like, "Whoa, my God!" Like his teammates were like it started off like an escalate, like you guys are free, yeah, free. You guys are this, yeah, this. You guys are faggot. Whoa, Chief,
Yeah,
my guy.
Can't be throwing out the F word like that.
What are you doing?
You got
And like, no, but he was, the funny thing about it was he was more shocked that his boys didn't have his back than the people in the audience were that he said, because he started looking around with his face like, what do you mean you guys aren't riding with me on this one?
It's like, nah, man, not like this. Yo, you know what? You gotta take a time out. Like, in fact, get off the team. Like, get off our stage, man. We're taking your share.
You cut. You cut. Hey, who wants a spot? We raffling it off right now. Esports jersey and all.
To be the man that shows up like, hey, so y'all, yeah, I'm about to go in for the suicide run right now. I got the GAT, but these guys got the AKs, but it don't matter, cause we're all here. We're gonna get through this, right? And everybody just looks like, huh? Sorry, man. We're gonna go ahead and go home. Hey, I thought we was boys. What's going on?
Nah, I'm planning to live to see 28. I don't know what you mean. I'm not going back behind that wall. You understand? You out here with all these straps and all these tools. Nah, I'm not putting in work. I ain't in no gang. I'm out of here.
It's like that one dude who's like, yeah, me and all of Georgia, we can beat you free in the $2 million money match. Come through. Yeah, bring your squad. Come through. We gonna take you all out. We gonna OCV you. And then everybody in Georgia's like, $2 million? What?
First of all, who putting the money up? T.I.?
Excuse me? Did you just challenge New York to a Marvel 2 money match? $2 million? What?
Did you even assemble a team? Did you talk this through with anybody?
Who's gonna be on our team?
Say, hey man, this ain't the WWE. You just can't write something down and just say, yeah, they'll go for it. They'll buy it. Yep. Then they'll just eat that right up. Doesn't work that way. You got people also have to learn how to plan better. This isn't just the FGC specific thing. This is just people in general.
Life.
Some of y'all, it's not even just life. Like some people, they be trying to host an event and they start advertising about it October 1st. And it's like, oh, when the event? Oh, it's October 6th. Huh? What do you? So you want me to get a plane ticket in 5 days? Yeah, you thought. You really did.
Then when the tournament happens, they're like, nobody showed up. What's up, man?
Y'all don't like me no more? Y'all ain't come through? Man, scene dead. Scene over with. Man, I guess this game really dying, huh? And no, it's not. Just plan better. Have more foresight than that. Come on, baby. We was rooting for you. We were rooting for you. You want to know what else we were rooting for? NetherRealm Studios.
Oh,
what are you doing, baby, with the third variations? I'm trying to figure this out. See, you guys know that, I'm a big avid Mortal Kombat fan, and a lot of you guys do know that, yes, I do partake in uploading various ranked packs and online adventures. I mean, you guys have seen my online adventures series, 16 episodes strong so far for Mortal Kombat 11. And, I'm loving the game.
So you just gonna come out here and chill like that? Wow, man.
Hello? Do you know what channel this is going on? My channel. Which means they're already here anyway. Wow. Which means I get to chill however I want to chill. Too?
Wow. I see how you roll in these streets.
Look, it's not about rolling in these streets. This is about survival.
See, I'm an FGC man. No, you know?
Yeah. No, you're not. That's not even FGC man. That's Twitch chat over there. Yeah, that's you being. Bro, first of all right, quick aside. I'm tired of I get it now. I understand. I've always known that Twitch chat was a cesspool, and I'm not saying that my Twitch chat is a cesspool. But man, when I be looking, I watched Bard for the first time. I watch him on YouTube, and he's always mocking his chat. So one time I was able to catch him live, and I was like, all right, I'll watch him. And his chat really do be like that. My man will say, yeah, I'm using a Buffalo controller. Let's say they're asking which controller. I'm using an 8-bit Do controller, 8-bit Do controller, whatever. And then he was like, there's even a command for that. 2 seconds after saying this, Barb, what controller are you using? Oh, you shouldn't use that controller. You should be using the Buffalo Premier 10 because it's so much better. Actually, I have one of those. It just doesn't work because the D-pad's garbage. Well, maybe yours is defective. I've had 2 of them. Well, maybe you both are defective. And it's like, they'll be like, actually, you shouldn't do that. You should be playing the level this way. And it's like, man.
This is why our Lord and Savior Eris is, first off, you got Eris, and then, the more underrated Lord and Savior, Low Tier.
Oh my god.
God. But yeah, Eris, whenever somebody asks him a dumb question, be like, yo, shoot that guy. Like, ban that guy. Like, that's exactly what I would do in that situation. Like, why are you asking me a dumb question right now? I answered that 2 seconds ago, and you were here. I know you were here.
It's like,
you
bro,
were asking me a question.
Yeah, it's like, bro, like you set a precedent. You were here. Like, you already know that I mock my Twitch chat all the time as well, but I give them the Ridley voice. Like, some of y'all don't know what the Ridley voice is, but, it's basically, oh my god, Brian, why aren't you playing the game the right way? Oh my god, elite speedrunners wouldn't do that, And it's like, come on, guys. The game came out 2 minutes ago. Like, I had some dude come into my chat when I was playing Control. I just got past the title screen. He just booted it up. And this dude's over here talking about some MLG strats. Like, well, you can sequence break if you just get the double hop. I'm like, first of all, I don't even know there's double hop in this game. I didn't even know there was an air dash in this game. So I gotta ban you because you're spoiling the game for me now. By the way, if you're ever gonna play Control and you like anything about the SCP lore or anything like that, definitely a game you're gonna want to pick up. See, I can shield for other things that are not just me. Boom. Run an ad.
Whoa. So, anyways, you ever been in one of those IRL streams and see the stream chat there? Yeah.
Okay, all right. So let me tell you something about IRLs. Doing Patrol on Patreon, which is another series that I do on this channel. Playlist in the link in the video description below.
Yeah, that's right. Stop your shilling right now.
I know. I've never shilled this much in a video because I don't normally shill, but bro, I'm looking at these. Look, let me tell you something about these other people. I gave these people content. I told them a little bit. So we went on for 4 or 5 minutes before we even got to any shilling. These other YouTubers, bro, they are thoroughbred with it now. YouTube videos start. We don't even get the intro. What's going on, guys? You guys need to go to the Spank Bank one too many times. Well, use my promo code at youporn.com. They are hitting you with the ad well before they talk about anything. And then after the ad, the only thing they've given you is an ad. Then they hit you, remember to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. Video ain't even happened yet. Well, how you gonna tell me? You trying to plant the seed because you think I got ADHD and I can't remember something 2 minutes from now.
Well, when YouTube is always trying to demonetize everybody all the time, it's a hard time.
I get that. That's what Patreon's for, apparently. But it's I get that people are getting ducky. I get that. But my God, then it's after you get done with your ads, then you get done saying like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Then you got 14 graphics popping up on the screen. Click the subscribe. You literally see a mouse cursor that is not yours come on the video. It's yeah, man, subscribe. This is what you want. This is where you want to be. And it's bro, I don't even know if I even like your channel. I just found your channel, and we're 1.5 minutes in, and all I've gotten is more ads past the ads I skipped. Think I'm gonna leave, bruh. And then they show their 25-second intro card, and it's all right, I'm out of here.
It's for the kids and the people who just started a YouTube account yesterday. To be oh man, I heard that they have some very great videos on here. What is this? Like, comment, and subscribe? How do I do that? Oh, okay. Oh my God, that was $2,000 on my bank account. Wait, what happened?
Dude, I'm telling you, man, the shilling on YouTube, it's an art at this point. It's an art. There are some YouTubers like Mr. Gigi. He can at least make me laugh with the way he does his advertisements.
Yeah.
But some of y'all might as well just have a recording of your best take of you doing your advertisement and just put it in your video. Just do the one take.
Counter. Hit them with the cross counter. Exactly. Let them know it's an ad from the start. Just play the same thing again. Be like, hey guys, it's your boy Gootex. And then, go into a bit. And then they just play that same bit every single time they need to have an ad. Get it out of the way. And then there you go.
And then if somebody's watching it back on the VOD, you're your loyal subscribers. They know exactly how long the ad is. They be like, "Oh, it started here where we can skip for 33 seconds, and we gonna be right on time. We gonna be good." And then there they go. But that being said, I don't know, man. We segued very far away from NetherRealm Studios.
Yeah, back to NetherRealm and these quote-unquote third variations.
So yeah, everyone was really hyped about these third variations.
I sure was.
Everyone was talking about, yeah, man, I've been in the lab for a long time, and yeah, man, these characters looking pretty good, really crisp. And I'm like, look, if there's anything that NRS has taught me, is just because a gear move works a certain way doesn't mean that it's going to be, 100% like that when it launches.
I'm pretty sure in the Combat Cast they said that they were going to change these moves before they came
Yeah,
out.
they said that don't expect these to work the way they work now. But, people were labbing them about, a couple of days in advance before the Combat Cast even.
Never do that. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't. Like, some people were even, had a point where they were, shooting, spitballs on the board, just seeing what sticks in terms of guessing what the third variation. These people were putting hours in to variations that still, to this day, do not even exist.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, you guys fell for the old okie doke, and you have no one to blame but yourselves. Then when they get here, a lot of them are butt. So you'll do one, I'll do one, you'll do one, I do one. So give me one of these third variations that you have experience with that you believe are butt.
Let me start off with Cetrion's third variation.
Okay, sounded like Elder God Cheeks. All right.
She doesn't have Geyser anymore, and that gets replaced with a Tornado, which doesn't it's not like Fan-nado, it doesn't capture them, put them in a capture state. Nope, doesn't launch at all. It's just a projectile. It's just I think the regular version is only on half screen. Maybe I'll have to double check that. But the big thing about this variation is that she gets those elemental buffs that she got before, the wind buff that pushes the opponent away. It pushes them out of the circle that she creates. And the fire buff, which damage over time if they're in the circle.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask one very simple question: Is this one of those instances of it's a character who gets tools to do the things that the other variations already do, but not as good, and in some cases even harder to actually accomplish the goal?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You got, first variation has Earthquake, second variation has Geyser, this variation...
Geyser has a frame trap with the rock.
And Geyser variation also has a teleport, and this, Geyser variation also is good for combos. Wait, they don't
all have teleport? I'm pretty sure teleport is a universal move for her.
No.
Word?
No.
Well,
I'll have to double check.
Slap my ass and call me Shirley.
Let me tell you right now, I definitely didn't see teleport in the third variation.
Okay, all right.
Plus, her fucking elemental moves are, I think they're the same input as teleport. It's like a down. I think it's down up or something, or down button. But yeah, third variation doesn't I don't understand what she's really gonna be doing with that besides zoning, but it's gonna be a matter of I'm gonna push you away, and then I'm just gonna throw a rock maybe, and what the fire beam move was it Wrath of a God or something? I think is what it's
God
called.
Ray or whatever.
Yeah. Besides that, it's not giving her tools to really get in, and Tornado is a projectile that's meant to hit someone who's half screen or maybe a little bit further. It's not meant for you getting in.
So she's just doing the thing that she already did.
Yeah. Which, the first variation is better at doing that, and, Earthquake has a hole. So, yeah, I think Earthquake might have gotten adjusted in this patch, but...
You can still jump it.
Oh.
I tested that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, whatever it adjusted, it wasn't in your favor. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
It's so weird. I'm seeing more Cetrion players picking that variation, yeah, this Earthquake is really good, and I'm wait, do they not know that you can?
No, their opponents don't know.
Okay.
After you block the first hit, you can jump it.
Oh, I always see that, and I'm man, he's stuck. He's just sitting there, bro, just jump.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, if you're watching this, by the way, flowchart. You're welcome. I awakened that man from the genjutsu right there. Saved his life. He owes me one.
That was the best. Just like, you're like, oh, does he not know that you can oh, he knows now. Well.
Honestly, that was probably one of my favorite moments of doing commentary at Dragon Con. Just the simple fact that we were so close to the players that they could hear us when we were talking about stuff. And just, I felt like I was more of a coach than I was a commentator. Because I would say something, and you would see like the player pause for a second, like, he's lying. That's not true. And then they would try it. And they were like, what? Knowledge is power. And I didn't. It only happened once during Dragon Ball because you said he does know that he doesn't have to accept the 17 nonsense, right? And he pushed the button and he got hit. He's like, oh, yeah, I see.
I was like, why is nobody reflecting these things? All right, well.
I mean, if you want to let him live vicariously through 17, I mean, let him cook. But other than that,
mind you, this guy was also like using what, like
17 is getting you 18.
Yeah, he was using like 18 assists to like force people to press buttons and get turbed and then get hit by 17. And I'm like, all they have to do is just not approach, and like all his strategy is just out the window.
Or just get rid of 18. Just snap her in and kill her.
Yeah, but then he uses 17 assists. Like, oh, you're gonna like get your hits absorbed, and then you're gonna get hit by the assist, and I get a free combo.
Nah, see,
it's like, stop being aggressive.
Look. Him playing 17, his strategy with 17 needed 18 to be alive.
Yeah, with 17, but...
And no one's scared of Ginyu assist, alright? Like, let's just keep it apart.
He didn't call Ginyu assist ever. He put Ginyu on a point. He called 17 assists and was like, oh, they got hit by the beam? Cool. Alright, I'm gonna try and combo off of this. And that was that. And then...
And this isn't to take a dig at you, Flowchart, but I am disgusted on how every single round start, you did barrier. And it worked.
Wow.
I was frustrated. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of flustered, getting a little hot under the collar there. Like, come on, man.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But speaking of broke, back to these variations.
So I guess it's my turn to throw one out there. So Scarlet, baby, I don't know what you're doing. So I don't know if you know that her third variation is called Hemorrhage.
Yeah.
Like Hemorrhoid Prime over here.
Yeah.
And so they replaced Tentacle, which is probably her defining best move. Easy.
It's a normal move of hers.
It's a very easy, basic, really good move that I would say defines the character. Like when you were fighting a Scarlet player, you expect Tentacle. Well, the third variation drops Tentacle for a buff. And let me tell you what the buff is. She gets a vampiric aura around herself, and you take a little bit of tick damage if you're standing next to her, which obviously acts like a makeshift damage buff, because if you're hitting someone, they're obviously close to you, and therefore you're doing a little bit more damage with your damage over time. So it's kind of negligible. Like your throws go, instead of doing 14%, do like 18%. Your combos that are doing like 300, maybe doing like 337, 340 now. So it's like, it's still small little damage buff, but it doesn't really do anything that's like too crazy, because I think it also does a vampiric effect where you also getting healed by that amount as well. So that's kind of interesting. But the big move that she has is this, I think it's called Boiling Point, which is it's a low. A lot of people thought this move was a command grab when they were watching people like actually use it, like, on stream, and like they didn't really know the practicality of it. It is a low. It is an unsafe low, but it is a low. And she doesn't really have ways to open people up with overheads or anything that would make you not already block low. So it's not like going to be something that you can use for mix-up potential. However, comboing into it is something that you can do, and it does a lot of damage. Like, even if it's like deep into a combo, it still hits like a truck. The issue here is, in a lot of cases, you're not really going to be able to get this off very often due to the simple fact that people are going to be able to fall out. But you have like 4 different variations of it. You have close, you have mid, you have far, and then you have full screen by holding up, which actually isn't listed. It is actually not in the move list. You can hold up to do the far one.
I definitely learned something today. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, you can actually do it full screen by holding up. It's not on the move list for some reason, but you can do it. That being said, since you can do that, you can try to like counter zone people, or like if you expect someone to do something like hot, like if you're in the Jade matchup and you know they're gonna try to use glow, you're like, gotcha, bitch, and it's over for her. Like she's eating 240 damage, and there's nothing she can do about that. So I'm not saying that like it's awful, but losing Tentacle Strike, this is a variation that you're only gonna see in like very, 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 very specific matchups where it's obviously gonna be necessary. And I think that's what they wanted out of the variation system, even since MKX. I think they wanted people to change depending on the what they're fighting and the matchups and things like that. But the way they have it set now, most characters still have that one powerful, universal key, one size fits all, cover all my options, cover all my bets variation that just does everything the other variations do already, but better, while also doing its own thing, thus making it miles and away the go-to variation. Which is, it's kind of one of those things where it kind of is what it is.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go for my second pick, which is going to be, I think I'm going to pick Cassie, because I haven't really gone into the lab with them, but like I saw all the moves that are going to be in this variation, and I don't get why those moves were the ones chosen. Okay, there's Shadow Kick, which is that new straight Shadow Kick that she has in this game, where she grabs her drone and does a Shadow Kick forward, which is different from the her forward 3, which is also a Shadow Kick, like old school Shadow Kick. And then she also has a move where she shoots her drone and bounces a bullet off of the drone to hit the opponent. I don't get what's like the like difference between doing that and doing like straight shot. I forget what the third move is. I know something related to the drone. I think she gets like a buff or something. But yeah, it just seemed like all the tools that she was getting in this variation are like tools that aren't as good as what she would get in her other two variations. Like I know a lot of people are using Yas Queen now because that variation, what is it? The drone stun puts them in a lot of 50-50 situations. Cassie also has her low shot in the first variation, which is a really good tool. I see that as being better than the shot where she like bounces it off the drone. Like she can control where the shot goes. I think there's like a close, far, medium version of that move, but it doesn't seem anywhere near as good as her other two variations as far as zoning or mix-ups. So I don't get what the point of this one is yet.
I think it's a zoner because that lob hits low, where she shoots the drone and it
can like low. Aim at your toes and hit you low. So the startup of that move, though, is it faster than low shot or as fast as low shot? Because if not, if I want like a good like low shot, then I would stick with the first variation.
Like I said, like I like if that one is gonna be one that I'm gonna have to test. I haven't tested that one, but I can tell you one I have tested. Frost.
Oh,
yo, her third variation sucked.
Oh,
all right. It's one of those variations where it can do some swaggy stuff, do some cool stuff, do some cute little cheeky stuff in the corner. Ice augur's all cool and all. But the only thing that's like super crazy is her ability to freeze you in place with a timed bomb that she arms in her chest. And honestly, that's not even that great now because they removed the ability to freeze someone when you throw them. Yes, if you activate a throw while you have it charged, it goes away. So you can't do it off of throws anymore, like, how you could do that type of stuff in MKX if you had, like, an item out there or Ice Clone or something like that. However, there is one interesting thing about her explosion that is very interesting. It is plus 396 on block.
Huh?
That's the actual number. That's not an exaggeration. It says plus 396.
Who comes up with these numbers? Like what was it? Wasn't like Kung Lao and MKX like
plus 27 on EX hat?
No, wasn't that the patch for like the nerd version? Like before that?
No, nerd version. Like you can at least try to poke. He was like maybe plus 9 or plus 8 or something like that. He was plus 27 at the beginning. Like that man can sit there and think about it. My man was like, "So you ready to cook?" Like I'm saying.
So I was thinking that her explosion was gonna work like how Robokai's super worked in Guilty Gear and the Guilty Gear games where he was in, where he has a super where he turns on a time bomb, and after like I think 5 seconds he blows up. It's like a sphere that's an explosion, and if you're close to him, you're caught. You can block it, but if you block it, he's like close enough to have like some sort of like mix up situation. So either way, if he's close to you, he's pretty good. If he hits you, then you get hit by this bomb and it does a shit ton of damage. Like, it's good. It sounds like Frost gets none of this.
No, Frost gets you to be frozen, so, like, there is some ghetto reset potential, but, like, if I wanted to freeze you, I'm just going to pick Ice Machine.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to get you with Ice Pop, Golden my reset, try to get my plus frames, or just cash out for damage, and, yeah, have reliable freezes. Now, I will admit, I do think that this variation, just due to the nature of having a dive kick-esque move that has the NRS special. The NRS special is a variable block frames, which is sometimes you block it, it's minus 22. Sometimes you block that bitch, it's minus 7.
Ew.
This just depends on the height in which the model of their character hit yours. So, like, if it hits you in the belt line, it's minus 7.
Okay.
If it hits you in the forehead, it's like minus 22.
Okay, that's understandable, but that doesn't sound like that move is very good.
Oh, it's not.
You can't combo off of it, right?
No.
Oh, no.
It's not. It's a bet the farm move.
What's the point of a dive kick that you can't combo off of?
It's essentially like if you're jumping and someone shoots a projectile and you want to change your trajectory and bop them, you can go for it.
Now I've hit them, and now we've reset to neutral.
Yeah, it's another wrinkle in the offense.
Depending on like how plus it is on hit, but if you can't combo off of it, it can't be that high.
And her combo potential in it is really low because you're not comboing into anything unless you're hitting the back 3 string or buttons into Ice Auger. And Ice Auger doesn't net you as much damage as Ice Machine.
Mm-hmm.
But it is more reliable than the other variation that's not even another variation. We might as well just start calling this third variation, Frozen Anarchy or whatever it's called. We might as well start calling that her second variation because to this day, Frostbite still doesn't exist to me. I'm sorry.
I don't even know what it does anymore.
Frostbite launches the head. That's a bomb. But the bomb is a mid.
Yeah, and
and I think that's why they got rid of the throw into time bomb for the third variation, because that's what the first variation is. They would literally just have another variation that does the exact same thing plus a dive kick. I don't think so. I think some characters don't need 3 variations. I think like you're grasping at straws at that point.
I think everyone needs a third variation, but I think it needs to like...
Or just get new moves. I don't think they should necessarily just pull from the moves that were already in the game.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have made something up, make things cooler. I understand
made
you
like
got time constraints.
Real like tools so that they could like really change up the playstyle in a good way, not in a why would I play like this with this character kind of way.
Because some of these characters have some really makeshift stuff. I mean, you got Raiden, who's just...
What is the point of that variation? like
Raiden,
what is he gonna do?
Raiden's third variation is appreciate the other 2 variations variation. That's what that is.
What is it like the like Raiden Thunder like window wiper like that he like shoots at you or something? Like it's like what, half screen? Mm-hmm. It's got a wide range. I think it anti-airs, but it doesn't have a slow startup.
Yep. But then you have Gearus. His third variation is not as good as Infinite. I don't think it's as good as the first 2 variations, but it's solid. But I think it's more solid.
Time reverse, right?
He has time reverse, and he has the statue, the statue teleport, and the statue explosion. And to be honest, it's not as good as the first 2 variations, but I think that's more to do with Garrus's kit is just so good
Yeah.
that it doesn't matter what moves they gave him.
Yeah.
You gotta find a way to make it work.
See, that was that's the variation, including a move that people talked about a lot before the game came out. They were like, "Oh man, he can actually reverse the clock. Ah, that is crazy. Oh, I wonder how that's gonna work." And then it didn't matter because it was never in any of his tournament variations. So,
But now that it is, it'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. You know, see if somebody can. You're not gonna timer scan me. Like,
okay. Who else? Okay, I want to talk about Sonya. I gotta. So turret variation. At first, I was like, "Oh, okay, this is gonna be like really, really interesting because she'll have like mix-ups off the turret. You know, kind of similar to the variation with the bombs in MKX.
No, God, no.
Not as bad.
I was gonna say. I said first of all, we all drop the game if they bring that back.
I was thinking not as bad, but like like the similar concept to it of like she can use the turret to do certain moves to like keep her in there or like have 50-50s and whatnot. Nah. Turret's moves are what is it? There's an overarching shot. There's a straight shot where like the turret jumps and shoots straight, and then there's a low shot. I think low shot is like 3 bullets coming out of it or something like that. First off, she has to summon the turret, and then once she summons the turret stays there for X amount of time, and it leaves on its own. Or when you do one of these moves, the turret leaves. So turret has a self-destruct move. The self-destruct, like the explosion, is a mid, which is weird because the turret is small and on the ground. But yeah, it's a mid. It's got a 17 frame startup. All the shots have like a 30 something frame startup from what I saw. Weird. It's pretty clear that this variation is for zoning, but I think Ringmaster would be better zoning tools because you have turret drop, which is great because the turret drop that you do
is an overhead.
Yeah, and in this new variation, when you drop the turret, like when you summon the turret, it drops, but it's not a hit, so you can't use it for offense at all. You just do it just to summon the turret. So you're trying to get a knockdown and then summon this turret for zoning reasons.
Or Ringmaster already has good zoning.
Yeah.
Well, technically, Sonya just in general has good zoning.
Yeah, like she still has her fireballs in this other variation. She's lost energy rings, but you can't charge it because it's not Ringmaster. Summoning the turret, like I mean, you could I guess get some kind of like ghetto mix up with blowing with setting the turret to self destruct, but it doesn't destruct right away. Like the explosion doesn't happen right away. I think it's like 2 or 3 seconds before it explodes. So. In most cases, people are gonna see it, and since it's a mid explosion, there's no like unblockable setup or any like cheap setup that I've seen that you can like really do off of it yet. It'd be nice if you could set something like that, maybe in a corner or something. But she still has her combo damage at least because she. Like, all the special moves that she needs for combos, she still has in her regular toolkit, but Turret just loans zoning tools that would be better for her in Ringmaster. So I think Turret should be tweaked a little bit.
You hope. You'll pray.
Nah, I mean, I like the idea of having Turret as a buddy for like, mix-ups and, to switch from zoning to 50-50 if you want to with Sonya, but really seems like you're just going to be zoning. Like, you're just going to be shooting shots, and the turret only really has one before it leaves. So you got to summon the turret, and then after you summon the turret, you got to, like, tell it to do a move, which all those moves have a startup. So by that point, your opponent's, like there, like, yo, I'm going to hit you now. So I don't know. Like, maybe some people have some better tech out there for the turret, but so far, I'm not thinking this is a winner.
You're not thinking this is a winner?
Nah.
Well, you know what else isn't a winner? Who is this Arnold Schwarzenegger we keep talking about? Who is this guy? Who is he? Have you heard his voice?
No. He said some intro lines in the trailer. It was not Arnold, by the way. It said some intro lines in the trailer. and then said like an outro line. No, actually, his
No,
outro.
man, the fatal blow.
Yeah,
Get
that was it.
over here. And I was like, come on, man. Who mailed this in? I'm not saying that he's the next Dimitri Vegas or anything like that.
Some of the things he said didn't make sense. Like the interaction they showed with Jax, where he's like, "So you're a cyborg too?" And he's like, "Nah, I just have I'm cybernetically enhanced." He's like, "Oh, well then you must be terminated." And I was like, "Wait, that's it?" He did, like, that's not even a clever line. That's just what you say. Like,
well, no, he's just like, "Hey, bro, so you're a Terminator too?" And he's like, "No, I'm human. All right, we know what to do with those." It's time to kill him. That's all that was.
His moveset is dope, but like he didn't make any noises when he was like doing anything. Like when he there were the regular noises of his fist, touching the character and stuff, but there was no like words being said by Arnold. And like I know that this game, after certain strings, character says something after you hit them X amount of times. I thought they would have included something like that in the trailer, but he was silent. That man was silent, especially when his skin came off. When he had that, Jason variation clipping out, coming out where he resurrected himself. He had a shit ton of super armor, and he looked like he only hit one normal, which did not combo into the second normal that he hit the person with. He just armored through, which I'm thinking that like variation is not going to have combos. It might not even have strings. But it's going to have super armor all the way through. But he's probably going to be like Iron Zangief. Like, I can't block, but I can armor through all this to get some hits if I need to kill you.
But here's the thing that's weird about that. Like, seems like his moves are going to be very limited, which makes sense if he's going to have hyper armor. But it just doesn't seem like it's going to be that great.
Yeah.
I mean, that move specifically.
Yeah.
But, the character... He has some. If what looked like mids are mids, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine.
If they're highs, he still got walk you down shotgun blast, and he's still got a run button,
and he's got a command grab. It looked like that you can EX into a combo starter,
and it crushing blows. And you know how we feel about command grab crushing blows.
Also, what was with that weird crushing blow where like he broke Jax's neck, but it didn't X-ray? Like, why didn't it show anything? That was odd for.
You know how his head just tilted, but it didn't show.
It like the break or anything. Like that was weird.
It was just a stiff neck breaker. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the real deal. It wasn't the real deal.
That fatality was dope though.
No, man, I actually was not a fan of the fatality. The fatality was kind of meh for me.
It was creative for the fatalities we've gotten so far.
Okay, I'll give you that. Out of all the DLC fatalities,
it's
probably number 2? Number 3?
What's Nightwing's, Nightwing?
I don't care.
Yeah, what's his fatality? I don't even remember.
They're not that good.
Didn't he like summon the animals to like hit you or something?
It's not that good.
Okay.
That's a fatal blow.
Okay, so his fatality, didn't he like...
His fatality has like the spirit bear.
Yeah.
We won't talk about it. I just don't want to talk about it. But you know what I do want to talk about?
Sindel not coming out until next year. Yeah.
Spawn not coming out till March.
Well,
that's almost half a year.
Hey, remember when the Turtles came out in Injustice 2? And that was at that point where a lot of people were just kind of like, man, wonder when that new MK game is coming.
Well, no, man. Turtles actually brought people back to the game. It's like when you had to deal with stuff like Enchantress.
Yeah, but then the Turtles were like pretty busted, and people were like, "Oh, more nonsense."
Well, they weren't even busted. They just had like really like simple to do dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Like Mikey's the orange one, right? Like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm a Ninja Turtles guy. I'm not gonna do that. I'm pretty sure Mikey's.
Raph is red, Leo's blue, Donatello's purple, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Michelangelo. And when I was like, wait a minute. So he has a string with an overhead in it. But he's got low dreidel. And not only does he have low dreidel, he has another string that hits mid overhead. He has a string that hits mid overhead low. So he can hit mid dreidel, mid overhead dreidel or mid overhead, and then shell shock, which also is an overhead. And I was like, who wants to fight? And in the corner, it sometimes can cross up. I'm like, who?
So I have two questions about Injustice 2. One that's about Enchantress, the other that will get us back on MK. But Enchantress, I think I asked you this before, but like, why? Like, if she was so good, why wasn't she like as dominant in that game? I heard that it was because she was complicated. People didn't want to put in the work.
That's not it. She was good against certain. It was kind of like Sub-Zero and Ice Clone. She's good against people who can't really do anything to get past her projectile stoppage. Anybody has like a multi-hitting projectile or can bully her to the point to where she can't do anything. So it's like, yeah, some characters she poops on, but she gets pooped on a lot.
Damn.
Like there's some matchups where it's like if you're playing like. If you see Enchantress and you pick Joker, what you really meant to do was eject the disc and just say, I'm going to go 0-2 by choice.
So, the MK characters in that game, they were like really forgettable considering people weren't really...
I'm not a big fan of guest characters, and I am definitely not... I hate when the MK characters get in Injustice. I'm going to tell you that right now. I hate it. I hated it in Injustice 1 when you had like mustard packet looking Scorpion coming in here. Injustice 2, I guess they were so afraid of making them really good and broken that it felt like they intentionally sabotaged those two characters and made them butt. Oh. Sub-Zero was just mediocre. Raiden was just like, come on, man, turn it off. Just why are you here? My man came out. This man had stripper attire.
Hey, but that carried over to MK11. You know, Raiden. You know, people say some of the same things.
But he's not dressed like a stripper in this game. He's a modest elder god now.
That's true.
It's a huge difference.
I mean, you could also put on that Black Lightning skin so that his
Black
MK
Lightning
logo...
should have been the character. Raiden should have been the skin, and I will never forgive them for that mistake.
Speaking of crossovers, by the way, that Cassie Cage skin, huh? Cassie Quinn.
Awful. And you know what the sad part is? It's the first good skin that character has.
Yes. I don't even know which Harley Quinn they were like going for with this.
It was like a weird like combination of like Gotham White Knight Harley Quinn with the Margot Robbie Harley Quinn. And then, like, they just took, like, some decals from the animated series Harley Quinn and just said, it's a Harley, yo. You're revving up like a Harley.
Yeah,
and you know what I'm willing to bet? You know what I'm willing to bet? That Cassie will not have unique voice lines with the Joker when he comes out.
Of course
Book
not.
it.
When are we going to have this conversation about how people don't, apparently the quote-unquote masses do not like the original Harley Quinn Jester outfit, even though... Actually, a lot of people really like the Jester outfit. Like, what is this weird perception that people don't like it when actually everybody like loves it and just wants it to be appreciated?
I can tell you this: people like it when it's in an animated series or in like a CGI movie because it is a costume that definitely lends itself to unrealistic proportions. You put that thing IRL, I'm kind of with the people who hate it.
Hey man, haven't you played Arkham City or not Arkham City, Arkham Knight? You know,
what part of 3D model did you not understand?
Look, man, those were real people in that game. What are you talking about? Did you see the Suicide
Squad movie when she pulled it out of the thing? You did not want her to put that on.
I kind of wanted to see what Margot Robbie would look
like. Turn your mic off. Turn your mic off.
Look, man, did you see what we got with Daddy's Little Monster?
The door. The door.
Which do you want more?
I don't want either of them. Is what I'm trying to tell you in that movie. Also, man, Suicide Squad
coming out. Yep, Birds of Prey, the sequel. All for her.
So that being said, I want to run something by you guys. Abdul, I don't know if you'd want to sit in for these, but I'm thinking about like having a side channel where we just talk about movies or anime or TV shows, and I just explain the plot ignorantly.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Because man. Because I've been saying it in a few Discord servers, my ignorant Naruto explanation is apparently a slam dunk. Everyone's saying, yo, that's the best.
Naruto is ignorant, so
I mean, you're not wrong. Like my Sonic Adventure 2, ignorant explanation, spicy. It's the best.
How'd you find a way to show yourself again, man? I'm so impressed. Like, I just.
It's a natural talent at this point, you know. I looked in the mirror one day and said, "Damn, you losing weight? You getting kind of cute over here. I see you getting ready for AWA. Time to chill." And it just clicked one day. You know, Justice Wong started losing all that weight, and then he started getting all these infomercials.
Yeah, man, he got a kid. Also,
that man started losing weight. I started seeing him everywhere.
Yo, he's a dad now.
Yeah,
like he's living the real life. Like
facts.
But
he's sponsoring people. He's looking out for his people. He's making sure stuff is going well for others, paying it forward like he wished other people would do for him back in his day. He's making sure that, you know, he's going to be there for his people. And that's 100% respectable. All I'm saying is when I saw him slimming up, bro, I saw him on billboards, t-shirt. There's this weird fighting mobile game and he's just on the commercial. And I'm I was like, I didn't even know he played mobile games like that. But here we are.
He's like riding the bus and then like, yeah. Okay, real quick. One winner of the third variations. I'm gonna say mine first. Katana.
Katana benefited. I'll give you that.
I mean, they really just made MKX the Katana in the game, which that's nice. I mean, they give her Fan NATO and Low Fan, which wow, sure, give her a Low Fan. Those things are both very great tools. I feel like she got something else, but I think Fan NATO took 2 slots. Never mind. But yeah, Katana is my winner for this third variation.
But
Frenzy.
this, you want to know what mine is?
Okay.
But this right here is Liu Kang.
Oh boy!
Because man, that man got a young command grab. My man has a string that's +3. He's got tick throws, and he already has the damage that he had before.
But hey, man, he got that nerf on that one string that everybody does, man.
Look,
how's he gonna survive?
Look, man, forward 4 was not the string they wanted to nerf.
Yeah.
The string they wanted to nerf was 1-2. Or back 1-2, whatever was the one that's +3 on block. That was the threat. That was the threat. Because here's the thing. If you block forward 4, and you are still going to have to block forward 4, he still has all the mix-ups that he had before off of forward 4 to keep the string safe. Like, those didn't go away because forward 4 lost 2 frames. Does it make a difference? Yes. Does it help defending against him? Yes. But taper the expectations on how big of a deal that is. But speaking of Shaolin Warriors, Kung Lao's third is butt.
Yeah, what the hell?
The Vortex move is not crisp. He doesn't get the damage the other variation. His frame data is still butt, so he still gives up his turn on everything.
What's the lore behind this variation? Also, like, why does he have the Great Kung Lao's moves? Because he's not the Great Kung Lao. I know that.
No, man, he's got the spirit of the Great Kung Lao in him. He's in there.
What the fuck?
The Great Kung Lao lives in the hat. I'm fucking with you. I have no idea what
you are. I'm so confused. Like, I know that. First off, I remember the MK TV show that they had about the Great Kung Lao and his 2 friends, and I was super confused when that came out because I thought that was Hat Man Kung Lao. And so, like they really
where's his hat?
They like threw out that series and didn't really like explain that he's a different Kung Lao until later, and then what is it like the current Kung Lao that we know is named after him just because of like, you know, he's our legacy and we feel that you would be as like amazing as him or something along those lines. Not, you got his spirit inside you, bro. You can do the same stuff he does.
No, man, monks, they're able to analyze that chi and like, this is Neo Kung Lao.
So why can't Liu Kang do, some stuff like this? So that,
he's the fire god.
Fam, when they release Fire God Liu Kang as a character in the game, it's gonna be wild.
No, here's why they won't or why they can't. They already gave Fire Liu Kang as a skin. No, it's a skin.
Yeah, it is.
It's already a skin for Liu Kang, so it's not gonna happen. We will remember you fallen. Remember the fallen. But yeah, that's kind of like that. Also, what do you think of the Street Fighter League?
Um, it's really fucking weird. Like, well,
Because
okay, one thing that's funny is that they film like all the like weeks and stuff. They film that there. They don't film it all like it's not like everybody flies out and then they do it live or whatever. Like apparently it's like pre-recorded or whatever. Um, that's one. Two, the American version of it is very different from the Japanese one, and like at the end the American team that wins is going to go against the Japanese team, and like the Japanese team is made through like qualifiers and stuff, so they have like the best players in Japan and stuff on one team versus like the US where it's like, okay, good very good player, you know, invited player that was voted in through like social media, which is like that's a toss up. And I think another is like online player. So it's we're not sending our best versus their best
we're
necessarily.
sending what we got versus their best.
Yeah, so like,
and here's the thing that's interesting, and this is going to go into a lot of the money ball behind it. But the interesting thing about why a lot of the differences are is because there's like a whole thing where the Japanese government has a very, very thin line between gambling
yep,
and esports.
Because now you got a license.
And you got to get a license. And what that license does is allow you to jump through certain loopholes and through certain legal action to where you are allowed to have whatever this tournament is going to be called, Street Fighter League, be counted as compensation for work, as opposed to entering a tournament for fun or gambling or recreation, because Japan has like a hard cap of like $1,000 US.
Yeah.
And you can't win more than that.
Unless you have a license.
Yeah, if you didn't have the license and like you won like a $400,000 prize pool, you would only be able to get $1,000. But the exception to that is in Japan, if it's done by a third party that's not hosting the event that's putting up the funds. So, like, let's say some private investors just throwing money, then you could get all of the money. But if it's a Capcom-hosted event and Capcom is putting up the money, then the license would be required for you to get your full amount of money. And it's like tiny little pieces of lingo that could stop players from getting... Because one of the players actually didn't get his money from last time.
Momochi.
Yeah, Momochi.
Like, he won the Tokyo... what was this event that just happened? The gaming
Tokyo
event.
Game Show?
Tokyo Game Show. He won the Tokyo Game Show tournament, and he got like half, maybe even less than that of his winnings because he doesn't have a license, and like he doesn't have a license because he's like firmly against it, and so he's like, I refuse to get a license.
I get why he's against it. You know, it's something that a lot of people have said about the FGC in general. It's like, who are these people? Who are these fogies to just come in here who have never even like tried to be a tournament player, know nothing about the sport, just throwing stuff at a wall and seeing what sticks without even asking the players and telling us how we can even earn our money.
By the way, another weird thing about Street Fighter League is that apparently these finals, this like USA versus Japan finals, are happening during Capcom Cup.
It's kind of interesting, ain't it?
Some of these people who are going to be in these teams are going to be in Capcom Cup. They're going to be playing against each other. It's really weird.
So what do you think about a team-based format in fighting games? Because I'm perfectly fine with it. The issue that I have are the ban system, and you're only banning one character. If you were able to ban 2 characters, I'd be all for it. A lot of people are saying, but League of Legends, Dota 2, all these other games, you can ban. Well, yes, but they also have like 800 heroes.
So they changed it this time around. Because season 1, it was literally like, ban whoever you want. They're banned for everybody. You know, but this time around, it's like, if you ban one character, then the next time around, you can't ban that character. So, like, I think, like, teams play each other multiple times. So, like, the first time they play each other, you can ban, like, Akuma. But the next time, you can't ban Akuma. You have to ban someone else.
I mean, that's fine.
It was to like make sure that like character specialists like Idom, who got screwed first season, like don't get screwed over like that again, because it's like, oh, that guy plays Laura.
Not anymore. He
don't. Best Laura. Oh, you better have a secondary.
And like I know some people are gonna say, but if you want to be the best of the best, you should have at least a secondary. And it's like, look, guys,
that's not easy.
I said, like, look, man, there are some people who go into MMA and their bread and butter is American style wrestling. They are out here, or you know, they got Brazilian jiu-jitsu or whatever the fuck it is that they do.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, Brazilian jiu-jitsu's banned. You better learn something else. What do you mean? I put all my resources into this style. Nah, dog, it don't work that way. You better learn karate right now.
So the ban system is interesting, but like it's really, really not good the way that they're going about it right now, and like it's hard to really develop like a good way to incorporate this. But it's interesting to be able to be like, hey, you know, you guys can't play this character, or we all can't play this character this go around, or something like that.
Here's what I don't like about the bans. It would be one thing if this was like a team-based game. Yeah. Like if you ban a couple of characters in Dota, your team has to huddle up and say, all right, what other things can we do to complement us losing that, so we can like pick a different composition to where we can still do what we want to do. We just have to do it differently, but as a team, we can do it. We can help each other out. When it comes to a fighting game, it's just you look at one player on the enemy team and say, take his kneecaps.
Yeah.
Like it's literally just a done deal, because even though you're on a team, you're still in 1v1 situations. You can literally just look at a player, huddle up, and be like,
yeah,
item, give me your kneecaps.
Yeah.
Yep, hand them over. Put these handcuffs on while you're at it, too.
Like, you would have to rely on people who aren't character specialists, because character specialists are going to get, like, destroyed. So people who are good with, like, most of the roster, people who are good with multiple characters, like Automatic is on this season, and, like, I watch his streams a lot. He's like a lab monster, so he's really good with the majority of the cast. He knows a lot of, like, very specific information about a lot of the cast. So he's like probably the best person to be on anybody's team in this format, because it's like you can ban whoever you want. We can still send him out.
Yep.
So it doesn't matter that he mains Sagat. If you ban Sagat, he can just play, G, or he can play Falk. He can play whoever he wants.
And that has a lot of value, just because it's just like you can't take him out of the situation. You're gonna have to go for one of the other players. But the problem is, if you play the team 3 times and you can only ban once, if they take one of the games where you banned one of their characters, the third, then it's like they almost have one guaranteed one in the pocket, because now one of your games, your bans won't even hurt them.
Yeah, it's really weird. Like, it's really, really weird. Plus, the production is weird. Like, there are a lot of moments where you can tell that something like something funny or something like genuine like FGC like thing happened in the background, with all these like players who know each other and like make jokes and all this stuff, all these personalities being there, but they don't show any of it. At most, they show the people laughing afterwards. Like, it's really weird that they don't really want to show off that stuff. Besides, like maybe the people in the production truck are just asleep at the wheel. They just don't get it. I like saw Sejan's podcast where Brian F was talking about it, and like it's the way he described it. It sounds like that's kind of what's happening. Like, they don't know what to expect, so it's like if they hear somebody laughing or something like that, the cameraman will like pan over, like, oh my god, what was that? And
just paranoid.
Yeah, and now everybody's just like, what?
You hear something, boss?
So like a lot of genuine moments that would be nice to see on stream, like you don't get to see, because it doesn't seem like they know what to do as far as the direction they're gonna go with this production wise yet. And like, I like the whole like having like a headset or a mic around the players when they're like deliberating after a match, like, oh,
so you can hear the strategy.
Yeah, but like the weird thing is, I think the other team can hear that too. So it's like, why? You don't want to hear this man like coaching him like, hey, yeah. So he hits Stand Fierce after he hits you on block with a jab. So just try not to get hit by that frame trap, and then punish Stand Fierce, because it's like minus 20,000 on block. Like something like that, and then other team hears it is like,
and now my man is doing jab throw.
Yeah, like, it didn't seem like the other team didn't hear that advice going down and stuff, so it was weird. Like, I get the concept and it's nice, but it's weirdly implemented.
I can see that. I can see that. Speaking of things that are weirdly implemented, so have you heard about the 15,000 word list that people have used to probe the YouTube monetization system?
No.
Okay, so Nerd City and YouTube Analyze, they apparently crafted an AI that was specifically designed to test the algorithm of YouTube. And they got 15,000 words together, and stuff like North Dakota was banned, like demonetized. Stuff like, I want to say South Carolina, like just random states were banned. Some people's like first names, like Ashley was banned. What? You couldn't talk about New Zealand, and I'm assuming because of the New Zealand shooting, but North Korea was A-okay.
That is so confusing.
Yeah, there's a Google Docs spreadsheet of it, and I just think it's kind of interesting because I made a video on that as well, and just looking through the list, and like fingers are okay. Fingers okay. Fingers are okay. Fingering is banned, but finger fuck is fine. Like variations of stimulating the clit with your fingers.
So finger bang is fine, but fingering is not?
Yes.
Okay, they've got some primitive tech that they're using to like demonetize people.
You can call somebody a clit face, a clit litter, which I know what kitty litter is, and if you got your cat doing over there with you, look, man.
Whoa. Hey.
More power to you, Chief, but I'm not. That's not it for me. That's not the wave. That is definitely not the wave. But it was very interesting to see just like how dumb this stuff is. And apparently it parses thumbnails, titles, metadata in the description, and tags.
What the hell?
Yeah, like, trust me, that's why it's hard to get monetization because, bro, you don't even know. You don't even know.
Why do they make these things so like difficult? Like I don't
because there's so much money involved. They know that their big YouTube channels get enough eyes to where they don't care if they take a giant steaming pile of shit on every other channel.
But like eventually those big YouTube channels are gonna leave. It's gonna be a ninja situation. Oh, all right. Well, I'll just go over to Ustream or something. Here's the problem:
not a single one of these other YouTube like competitors have like Microsoft money.
Yeah.
There's a huge difference. Like Microsoft was able to say, "Hey, we got 10 mil we can toss over to you, Ninja."
Yeah.
Hey, no one's turning down 10 mil to just say, "I'm going to change my link." Like, that's it. That's a very simple thing to do. Vimeo is not going to pop out here with the 10 mil check.
Yeah.
Hey, Pootie Pie, why don't you come over here? Like, it's not something that you're really going to see. Unless like Sony's going to come up with a video streaming service, or Microsoft's going to open up something that's not just a Twitch equivalent, but then go ahead and open up a YouTube equivalent.
Or they just like buy out Vimeo or Dailymotion or something, and then say, "Hey guys, why don't you all come here?" By the way,
we did the Twitch.
We're going to leave all the TV shows and stuff here too, because we know you guys like that.
For the fans. Yo, man, if you subscribe to us, and by us I mean the actual website, you get all the YouTube or all the TV channels for frizzle.
I mean, just do the Disney thing. Yeah, we're gonna sell this to you. Look, you want it for 3 years? Pay like $200 right now. Actually, no, just pay $150 right now, and then you'll have our subscription for 3 years. Money? We lose money? Who cares? You get our content. Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. There's too many streaming services right now.
Oh, yeah.
Now, me personally, I don't need to have them all running at the same time. Like, I don't even use them all. Like, I'll cancel the subscription, let it sit for a few months. Something's on there. I'll be like, I don't need Netflix this month. I'll cut Netflix off. Be like, yo, Crunchyroll, show it to me. Binge watch it. At the end of the month, cancel it. If something's on Disney Plus or something, I might go over there. I don't need them all running it. Like, I understand the convenience of being able to just have them all in one place. But at this point, man, there's too much juggling. I'm not saying that the lazy gene's taking over, but there's like 30 different places I gotta look now.
Yep.
And it's ridiculous. Like, when it was like 5 or 6, annoying, manageable. Now there's like 12 easy that are like stuff that are like normal.
And they're like taking shows. Like, first off, The Good Place is on Netflix. Mm-hmm. You know, I started watching it on Netflix because I thought, oh, it must not be on Hulu anymore since they, you know, put it on here. No, it's still there, and it has the new episodes. Why would I watch it on Netflix when I can just watch it on Hulu with the new episodes? I heard that next year Seinfeld is going to Netflix. So is it leaving Hulu? Because all of Seinfeld is on Hulu right now. You can just go there and watch it right now if you guys, you know, are excited about watching Seinfeld. Just get Hulu.
Because here's the thing about Netflix, like, Netflix showed these other companies the format, and everybody and their grandma's just taking it, and it's like, bro.
No, give Netflix the money so that you can get the money too.
No, man. These people want 100% of the profits. You know how they are. You know how the businessman...
100% of 2 is less than 50% of 200. So...
You're not wrong, but they don't see it that way.
Of course not. No, this is our content. Nah, you can't have our ball.
Exactly. We made this. You ain't make nothing. And that's kind of the way it goes. So, you know, eventually a lot of these streaming services are going to go by the wayside, and you're just going to be left with online digital cable packages.
Yeah, it's just going to become just like cable was before, where people were buying too many different cable packages, like, oh, the Xfinity, DirecTV, Charter, you know, like, oh my God, all these packages, all these things, all these channels. You know what? I'm just going to buy Netflix.
Nah, man, it's about to be... It's about to be Halo Cable Evolved, bro.
Oh, no.
It's just going to be a whole bunch of hot nonsense. You're just going to be like, you know what? Time to bust out that piracy hat again.
I mean, that's really what people are doing now.
So like, hey, man, I didn't, like, man, it was all in a couple places. It was all gravy, but now... Didn't think I was gonna need this anymore.
Like, it's fucking annoying now. Like, hey, Amazon coming out being like, hey guys, you want to watch The Boys? Yeah, don't you see this? Oh, doesn't that guy look like Superman? The Boys. Yeah, don't you want to watch it? Amazon Prime. You gotta watch it on Amazon Prime. It's like, but what else do you guys like really like give me, Amazon? The Boys. Yeah.
Just more The Boys.
Yeah, now it's Fleabag, which I started watching because of the Emmys. Because I was like, why did this show win? And
do you see it?
Oh yeah, it's very short. Yeah, I mean it's a British show, so it's got 6 episodes a season. It's got 2 seasons right now. It won an Emmy for the first episode of the second season, and I just got to that episode yesterday, and yeah, it deserves the Emmy that it won. That show was great. Like, but that's also an Amazon Prime show. So it's like, oh, well, you buy Prime so that you can watch this show. Hey, yeah, you also get, Amazon Prime for, packages and stuff, but you also get Twitch Prime. Oh, hey, by the way, did you guys know that Twitch Prime took away ad-free watching starting this month? You know how great that is? Why do I have it? Oh, you get 1 free sub.
Look, having 1 free sub is cool, but I do think it's kind of lame that, like, that's your only benefit.
Yes.
I paid extra money to give someone else extra money.
that was legit one of the reasons I got Amazon Prime, because I was like, oh, I get Twitch Prime with that, so that'll help me out in the long run. Now, I only still have Prime because I've been buying things off of Amazon a decent bit lately. But once I don't need to buy a lot of things off of Amazon, that shit is gone.
Pull the plug.
I don't need Amazon Video because you also still have to buy shows in like movies and stuff on Amazon Video. Some things are free. Not everything is free. Twitch, they're like, oh, you still get ads. I mean, we want to make money off of you, bro. It's like, but you are. I pay for the service.
Ads anyway.
Yeah, like you are making money off of me already, but now you're also showing me ads, so why would I pay for Twitch Prime? 1 free sub, like I would pay half of what I pay for my Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime to get a sub to somebody anyways. Mm-hmm. It's like $5.99 as opposed to $14.99 a month for a Twitch Prime. Like, come on. If it came with like 5 subs or something, okay.
Yeah, alright, I could distribute the wealth. Yeah, I'll say 2.
2? Yeah, 2's fine. 2's fine. But nah, not like this. like, what the fuck?
Hey man, it's like that sometimes, you know. But I think it's about time we wrap this up because we're heading on the 2 hour mark.
Yeah.
So, would you have any closing seminar thoughts?
What should I say now? Oh, since we're gonna be since Halloween is coming and there's a anime convention that we will be going to during Halloween weekend, I gotta say, the internet is a mistake, ladies and gentlemen. Don't trust everything you see on the internet. Go outside. Like, you're not gonna see all the crazies that you see on the internet by walking outside. There's not
we're
some
going
dude.
to AWA, so I think you should save that for at least November 1st, right? Because
don't go outside to an anime convention. That's where you'll see all the crazies. But
yeah, like I'm telling you, man, like I don't know who it is, but every year at AWA they literally just leave corn on the cob in random areas of the convention center. And I'm just trying to figure out why corn on the cob. Where did this start? How did this start?
Hey man, there's a man that busts out some cereal. I mean, we got some nice things like that.
Dude had a cereal truck. That's different. I'm cool with that. But at the same time, it's like I don't know what he did to this milk.
Yeah,
so I can't trust it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're not a vendor. You're a guy. This dude opened up a cooler with a bunch of cereal boxes and milk. How can you trust that?
Yeah, all the weird people, maybe they're at anime conventions, but they're not everywhere you go. You're not going to walk outside and see some dude trying to, I tell you that Trump is the Lord and Savior, and you're crazy, and you're a liberal cuck, or anything like that.
Hey, liberal cuck, you better let Trump fuck your wife.
No, on the opposite end, you're not gonna walk outside and see some, person that's on the super far left going you don't support women, you don't support minorities,
problematic, racist, homophobic, transphobic turf.
You're eating a burger? Don't you know that was alive?
Oh my god!
That's not everywhere you go. A lot of people just want to go outside, go to the store, buy some groceries, go home.
If you're going to a convention in California, then maybe you might have to worry about that a little bit more.
Okay.
But other than that, no, that's not anywhere near the norm.
Yeah. The internet was a mistake, ladies and gentlemen.
Everyone thinks you're going to an anime convention, you're just going to run into somebody sitting at a table with the change my mind sign on it. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I'm going to say fuck shit to you and you're going to fucking like it, bitch. That's literally what these shows are like, and it's like, this is all stupid.
Nah, man, he's doing a social experiment to get
Very
people talking.
rarely do they have a dialogue where there's actually good learning going on. Otherwise, it's him saying a statement, and sometimes statements 100% right, and then it's just someone getting really emotional.
Yeah,
and it's like we're not even having a conversation. We're just you just got someone crying on the screen. But anyways. That's going to do it for what is episode 8 of Clout.EXE.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know it's been a while. I've been having some real life issues, but this is our get back week, guys. The get back week. We'll see you next time.
See you guys later.